Makot, page 22, getting close to the end of the Masechet. We are 12 lines from the top of the page. Several subjects we're going to discuss today. The idea of erasing name of God. Obviously, the Torah prohibited any form of erasing name of God, but we learn that there are different gradations of name of God. What happens if someone erases the name of God, especially the Holy of Holies that we don't pronounce? A case that brought before Rav Asher Weiss. Rav Asher Weiss is a well-known rabbi and judge in Israel who wrote a responsa called She'elot u'Tshuvot Minchat Asher. The lady that became a Baal Tshuva, a religious one, and those years that she was gnostic or atheist, she purposely wrote the full name of God on her leg. She came and she asked a question, is okay to erase the name of God now since she is religious? Question of people who wants to convert to Judaism or people who become religious and wants to immerse in a mikveh, if it's a chatzitza, the form of tattoo on the body. We're going also to discuss the value of Talmid Chacham, a Torah scholar. We all stand for the Torah scroll, we kiss the Torah scroll, we raise for the Torah scroll. But how about the Torah scholar? The Talmud here make a comparison between the Torah itself and the Torah scholar. Very important to note. But we also continue with the subject we discussed yesterday and day before yesterday, the subject of Malkot, lucidly meaning lashes. The Torah imposed this punishment in a number 40 in a certain cases of people who violated the laws. The reality is, soon we see that it's not 40, it's 40 minus 1, 39. How come if the Torah said 40, why we impose 39? And the general concept of umdana, how do you really evaluate a person who deserves such a punishment? So let's start with page 22, 12 lines from the top of the page. Man Shanbai Shanaz. That's the name of the 7 Amoraim, 7 Talmudic rabbis that challenged the Mishnah, and you see some point from their name. For example, Rav Hosha'aya, it's the Shin, Rav Hanania is the Nun, etc. Now, the idea is we have at the list of Lavim, we have a list of the enumeration of 8 Malkot penalties in the Mishnah for one who is employing a single furrow. So the Gemara challenged that. Some, like the other Mefarshim, you see it in the Tosfot, Dibur Matchil Matkif, and others, they talk not just about the Mishnah, but the entire Perek. Okay. Matkif la Rav Hoshaya, velichshuv namei hazorea benachal eitan. Since we explained yesterday that there are a list of those lavim, of those violations that one deserved to be punished, so they said that if the Torah described in the book of Dvarim, it's a dead body found around the city, and the elders come and measure the close in the proximity for the deceased, the closest city, and lo noda mihikau, they do not know who caused that person to die. So we have the mitzvah in the Torah, which called Egla Ofa, to take a calf, and it's a famous mitzvah of toward the neck, taking the and basically we have the elders of this closest city wash the hands in the river. So part of that is the Torah prohibited to any form of plowing or sowing in that place, that ve'arfu et ha'egla banachal, that they slaughter that egla, that calf in the river. So, ולחשוב נמי הזורע בנחל איתן. So the Mishnah also should reckon the one who saw in that hard valley. Basically, it's follow Rav Yanai's view, we learned in the previous daf, that one who mechape bacharishato, which is he cover while he's plowing those seed sowing, so it's treated as one who planted, who plowing with zorea. Ve'azharitei mehacha, where you see a forewarning in the Torah. Torah said in Dvarim, Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 4, the elderly of the people, the city, they said, "Horidu ziknei ha'ir et ha'egla el nachal eitan." The elders of the city should take this calf to a hard valley. Asher lo ye'aved bo velo yizarea. We shall not be work on and shall not be sown. So basically, the Aruch Laner here have a explanation why exactly the Nachal Eitan, the hard valley, prohibited to plow. But why you don't add that to the list of 8? That's the key question, either the Mishnah or the entire parak. Second question, Matkif la Rav Chananya, velichshuv namei, why the Mishnah did not enumerated in the list of the lavim, of the prohibitions, hamochek et Hashem bahalichato, one who erases the name of the Almighty doing his walking along with the plow. Ve'azharatei mehacha, the prohibition is from where? V'ibadtem et shmam lo tasu ken laHashem Elokeichem. It's a positive commandment to our nation when they enter the Eretz Israel to eradicate any memory of idol worshipping, and also is a negative commandment not to do any form of expunging or erasing the name of God. So why that's not part of that enumeration? Third question, מתקיף לרבי אבאו ולחשוב נמי הקוצץ את בהרתו. So the Mishnah also record the one who cuts off his baheret. Baheret is like dermatological disease that you see it in the skin of one who plows. והזהרתי מהכה, the prohibition is from the book of Dvarim, chapter 24, הישמר בנגע הצרת. Take heed concerning the affliction of tzarat. So the Mishnah could have stipulated that he cut off the baheret with the plow while plowing. So it's another Malkot penalty. מתקיף להבאי, question 4 and 5, ולחשוב נמי המזיח החושן מעל האפוד והמסיר בדי הארון. Here is the one who loosened the breastplate of the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, from upon the ephod, and one who removes the holy ark poles from the ark's ring while he is plowing. והזהרתי מהכה, you see a warning in the book of Shemot, chapter 25, verses 14-15, לא יסורו ולא יזך החושן. So you see it clearly, the prohibition. Question number 6, מתקיף לרב אשי ולחשוב נמי החורש בעצי השרה והזהרתי מהכה ולא ידבק בך מאומה. One who plow with Asherah wood, and the source is in the book of Dvarim, chapter 13, they said clearly, and nothing shall adhere to your hand. So the Mishnah could have stated that the plower violated the prohibition as well, thereby incurring yet another Malkot penalty. Seventh question, מתקיף לרבינה ולחשוב נמי הקוצץ אילנות טובות, one who cuts a good fruits tree while going with his plow. והזהרתי מהכה, the source that Torah warned is in the book of Dvarim, chapter 20, verse 19, כי ממנו תאכל ואותו לא תכרות. The Torah said you may eat from it, but shall not cut it down. So that's additional Malkot penalty. So Tosfot said Tana v'shir. But anyway, the 8th question, אמר לרבי זעריה לרבי מני, ולחשוב נמי כגון דאמר שבועה שלו אחרוש ביום טוב. If someone make an oath, I take upon myself that I will not plow on Yom Tov. So by plowing on Yom Tov, he is basically in violation of his oath, commitment, that is another Malkot penalty. So הטעם לא כחלה שבועה. Why? מושבע ועומד מהר סיני. So that doesn't have the חלות שבועה. As the Gemara in Nedarim, page 8 said, אין שבועה חלה על שבועה. One oath not affect the others. The Torah tells us in the book of Shemot, chapter 24, that the entire nation were there in the Mount of Sinai, physically, spiritually, but all the souls were there, as the Torah said in the book of Dvarim. So therefore, since they have this covenant, applies to a future generation as well, as the Torah said in Dvarim 29, so that Mushba'im ve'omdim, the nation of Israel, continue with that early commitment to fulfill the Torah. So that's basically Shvu'ah al Shvu'ah. So they said, Amar lei Rabbi Ze'ir Asesu Rabmani, כגון דאמר, if the one who plows says, שבועה שלא אחרוש, בין בחול, בין ביום טוב. I take an oath that I will not plow both on a weekday and on Yom Tov. דמיגו דחלה עלי שבועה בחול, חלה עלי נמי ביום טוב. The same way that since the oath take effect on him regarding the weekday, the effect on him regarding to Yom Tov. So if he plow on Yom Tov, he violate his personal oath as well and should incur yet another Malkot penalty. So why is that the Tana listed? So they said, Mide the Aite B'She'ela Lo Katani. So the Mishnah did not enumerate any subject that requires a She'elat Chacham, annulment by the Torah scholar. So they said, Velo Hekdesh, when the ox and a donkey were consecrated, so the same way as a person can do annulment, the same way as the oath and vows. So the Gemara said, Bivcho, the both ox and donkey were firstborn to their animals, to their mother, and therefore you have a kedusha mibeten. They are sanctified from the time that they are in the womb. So therefore, it's not, the she'ela will not annul it. So the Gemara asks, Vaharei Nazir. The Mishnah stated Nazir, that if the one who plowed was a Nazirite and he plowed while he was in a cemetery. So the Gemara said, Binzir Shimshon. The Torah said in the book, the text said, the Tanakh, in the book of Judges, Shoftim, chapter 13. So that's the talk of the angel that talked to a Samson mother. Samson mother, her name is Tzlalfonit. Tzlalfonit, you see the Gemara we studied in Bava Batra, that's the mother of Shimshon. So that's the uttering of an angel, and that's basically something that it's very far away. It's kind of not usual. Rashi said, בנזיר ששמשון על ידי מלאך, קיבל נזירות עליו. דהוא אין לו שאלה לציווי של מעלה. It's like heavenly precept. So the שאלות ותשובות, the response of אבות יאיר, in סימן ט"ו, he basically zoom in this view of Rashi. That what the Gemara in Nazir, page 4, said that Nazir Shimshon אין לו שאלה, it's specifically in Shimshon, because it was the Malach that caused him Hadarat Nezirut. But if someone said Hareini Keshimshon, does have Hatara. And you see from both, from the Rambam and the Tosfot in Nazir, page 4, that even someone who mer Nazir Keshimshon, Ein lo Hatara. So basically the idea is, it's called Chumra de Rabbanan, is a stringency by the sages, that if Im Yatirenu, one may say that Naziru Shimshon yesh lo kitzvah, the same as other Nazirut, and therefore doesn't have a Hatara le'olam. But if you see in a Shut Maharit in Chelek Bet Siman Kav Dalet, he said because it's Tolenidro. And you see it also בצופנת פענח, הלכות נזירות, פרק ג' הלכה י"ד. That כל דבר שאין לו קצבה, what he meant, it's like עדיין לא התחיל, if he didn't start it. So, but נזירות שמשון doesn't have a ketz and kitzvah, so you cannot matir. But others, you can. But anyway, You see more on that in Mishnah Lamelech, Nezirut, Perek Bet, and many more. And that's basically the nusach that we said in Atarat Nedarim before Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We said, Afilu Nezirut Shimshon. So the Pitrei Tshuva ask in Yoredea, Reish Lamed Tet, Seif Katan Hey, says that you see in Nezirut Shimshon, Lo Mehane Atara. So why you put it in the nusach Atara? There's an explanation that based on the Tosfot in Nazir Yud Aleph, that the question is how you do it with the method of shlichut gabe korbanot. You see the minchat chinuch mitzvat shin samechet, but I think the best way is the Kli Yakar. Kli Yakar explained in Parashat Matot. It's basically all nechshav kitnai, it's all conditional. The Nezirut Shimshon later betnai, so therefore later b'she'ela. But you see way more on that in the Pardes Yosef HaChadash on Parashat Naso. So they said Nezir Shimshon, back to the Gemara, Nezir Shimshon bar itamuye lemetimu. The Shimshon Nazir is subject to the prohibition against contaminating himself with the dead body, with corpses. Ela haitana isur kolel leitlei. Tana Mishnah does not hold an inclusive prohibition. Amar Rabbi Hoshaya, Marbi Ashor Psulam Gdushim, Loke Shnayim. So Ritva said that is one Malkot. That he said Ma'arivan. Most of the old Shas you don't see the word Shnayim. But anyway, the Chassam Sofer in Yoredea Shin Hei said that is Ta'ut Sofer. But anyway, the Rivan said that we cannot have Harba'a or Shor and Echamor even from its own species. For example, if the Shor is a Kadosh and Para is Chulin. So it's considering as Shnei Minei Kilaim, as two type of diverse kind, that Marbe Kodashim al Chulin or Marbe Chulin al Kodashim. So you have two loving. We have one the love of Kilaim and one Isur Avodah. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak HaManhig B'shor Psulei HaMukdashim, one who lead a disqualified sacrificial ox that is carrying a load or doing some other form of work, Lokeh, because it's Kilaim. Sharei Guf Echad Hu Va'asa'o Akatuv Kishnei Gufin. So here Rabbi Yitzchak bring a much bigger chidush, and he said because the ox is a single body, and the Torah make it like two bodies. So walking with this animal alone is tantamount to walking with two different species, and you have a violation of the law of Kilaim. Kama Malkinoto. When the Beit Din put a decree to have Malkot. So basically, you go by the Torah. The Torah said clearly in Deuteronomy 25, Arba'im yakenu lo yosif. It should be 40. But the Mishnah said, Arba'im chaser echad, which means, שנאמר במספר 40, מניין שהוא סמוך ל-40, which is the 39. רבי יהודה אומר, 40 שלמות הוא לוקה. Now, ועד, later you see the beautiful Gemara discussion. ועד היכן הוא לוקה, היתרה בין כתפיו, which means between his shoulders. That's the last one. It depends how much a person tolerates. אין עומדים אותו למכות הראויות להשתלש. Only lashes that he can divide it by 3. So, for example, if he's 20, you take 2 and you make 18, which is a 3 segment of 6. This is all umdena, how much a person יכול לסבול, how much the person can tolerate. Take the expert, MD or whatever, the physician. המדור לקבל 40, ולוקם מקצת. So one is evaluated that he can take a 40. And was flogged a portion of that amount, and all of a sudden, to be, ועמדו שאין יכול לקבל 40. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the lashes, they notice that soon he will see heaven. Meaning, he cannot take the full 40 lashes. So it's already happened. You give him one more, the Marivan said he's dead. So they said, Patu, that's it, exempt from, thank you, any further lashes. עמדו לקבל 18. is assessed to have capability to get 18. ומשלקה, that's the other way around, he start getting, עמדו שיכול לקבל 40. All of a sudden, they see he's strong, he can take more. פטור. No, you don't give more. The Rivan bring a chidush, that if you did not yet impose on him Malkot, you can go by the second umdena. My tama, what's the reason that they said that the 40 and it's 39? iktiv 40 במספר, 40 במניינה. אשר הכתיב במספר 40 מניין שהוא סוכם את 40. אמר רבא, כמה טיפשה ישר אנשי. How fool, how stupid are other people. דקיימי מקמי ספר תורה ולא קמי מקמי גברה רבה. They stand up, they see Sefer Torah, they give a respect. They stand up, they show the highest respect for the Torah scroll. But when it's come to the Torah scholar, which is the living Torah, they don't treat it the way that it should be. דאילו בספר תורה כתיב 40, והטור רבנן בצרו חדה. The Torah said that it's 40, but you see the power of the sages that they come and subtracted one of them. So the Maharsha said, look how righteous they are, that they save a person if they feel it's sometimes life and death situation. They feel you give him one more, he's dead. So they were able to reduce, subtract from the 40 to 39. So we should treat them the same or more than we treated Sefer Torah. רבי יהודה אומר 40 שלימות. אמר רבי יצחק מייתמא דרבי יהודה דכתיב מה המכות האלה בין ידיך, זכריה chapter 13, ואמר אשר הוכיתי בית מאהבי. So he said that it was from what I was lashed in the house of those who love me. So here is the false prophet will give an answer to the wounds between his shoulders came from a lash inflicted by the Sanhedrin who punished him not out of malice but because of their love for him and their desire to set him on the straight path. Since the first 39 lashes are not inflicted between the soldiers, this pasuk refers to a 40 lash, which is administered there. So he said, "V'Rabbanan ha'u betinokot shel beit Rabbanu." That meaning that out of love, they did it. Obviously, that was the ancient time. Nowadays, we don't do that. Anyway, אין עומדין למכות הראויות. We say only that you can divide it by 3. לקה אין, לא לקה לא, ורמינו עמדו לקבל 40 וחזרו ואמרו שאני יכול לקבל 40, פטור. עמדו לקבל 18 וחזרו ואמרו שיכול לקבל 40, פטור. So how come? So הרב שש לא קשיא הדעמדו ליומי, הדעמדו למחר וליומה אוחרה. So he said that you have to differentiate between the Mishnah, where they reassessed him on the very day of the original assessment. The other one, the brighter speaks, where they assessed him with the next day or on a later day. Mishnah, continue with the topic of assessment. עבר עבירה שיש בה שני לאווים. עמדו, the bed din make a assessment, עומד אחד ופטור. עומד אחד לוקה ופטור, ואם לאו לוקה ומתרפא וחוזר ולוקה. והתניא הגמרא עושה דין עומדין עומד אחד לשני לאווין, אמר רב שש לא קשיא, הד עמדו ל40 וחדה, הד עמדו ל40 ותרתי. So after that we study in the previous משניות the number of Malkot, now we go to the procedure itself of הלקאה. כיצד מלקין אותו? כופה שתי ידיו על העמוד. הילך והילך, וחזן הכנסת, which is the shamash, or the שליח בית דין, the agent, אוחז בבגדיו. אם נקראו נקראו, ואם נפרמו נפרמו, עד שהוא מגלה את ליבו, והאבן נתונה מאחוריו, וחזן הכנסת עומד עליו, ורצועה בידו של עגל. כפולה 1 ל2 ו2 ל4, ושתי רצועות של חמור עולות ויורדות בו, ידה טפח ורחבה טפח, וראשה מגעת על פי קרייסו. הוא מכה אותו שליש מלפניו ושתי ידות מלאחריו, ואינו מכה אותו לא עומד ולא יושב, אלא מוטה, שנאמר ויפילו השופט, והמכה מכה בידו אחת בכל כוחו. והקורא קורא, אם לא תשמור לעשות וגומר, ויפלא השם את מכותך ואת מכות וגומר, וחוזר לתחילת המקרא, ושמרתם את דברי הברית הזאת, וגומר וחותם, והוא רחום יכפר עוון ולא ישחית, וירבה להשיב אפו ולא יקול חמתו, וחוזר לתחילת המקרא. ואם מת תחת ידו, פטור, exempt from גלות, הוסיף לו עוד רצועה אחת, הרי זה גולה על ידו. The agent is exile, on his account because he has basically killed him inadvertently, since he did not administer the extra blow as a duty-empowered agent of the Beit Din. נתקלקל בין בראי בין במים, פטור. רבי יהודה אומר, האיש בראי והאישה במים. So basically the boshet of woman is much more than the man. My Tama, page 23. What's the reason that you do that כפיית of the לוקט to stand? חזן הכנסת hold his בגדים. משום ונקלם. הרב שש משום רבי אלעזר בן עזרא, מניין לרצועה שהיא של עגל, דכתיב 40 יכנו, וסמיך לי לא תחסום שור בדישור.